Now, we humans have always loved sports, all types of sports football, tennis, basketball, cricket, even cheese rolling. And not just because they're fun, but because they give us life lessons. In every sport, you have to work hard, be consistent, win, lose, and bounce back again and again, just like in life. And in my opinion, no sport teaches this better than Test cricket. But why? Why is this the case? And to find that out, we have to go back to 1861, during the English tour of Australia, where the term Test match first came about. You see, the English were testing themselves against the Australian colonies. And later on, the other colonies like India, the West Indies, South Africa would come to England and test themselves against England. And winning a test match is the ultimate for any cricketer because it literally tests everything a cricket player has: his mindset, his skills, everything. Now, before we go any further, let me quickly explain what Test cricket actually is. Now, it lasts 5 days, and a team bats, then the other team bats, then team one bats again, and then team two bats again. And in the end, you have to get more runs than the other team. So imagine like team one bats first, they score 200, then team two scores 170, then team one bats again, they score 200 more. So now team 2 has to get more than 400. Now that you have understood what Test cricket is, let me tell you why it's the best sport in teaching life lessons. Now, every other sport also teaches life lessons, but Test cricket makes it feel like an actual simulation because it's 5 days. I mean, sometimes players are out there for hours on end, not scoring a single run. But that doesn't mean that they aren't making progress. They are surviving, they are staying in the game, they are still working even if nothing's moving. And eventually, if you stay in long enough, something will change, something will happen. Just like in life. Success doesn't come quickly. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. became Iron Man when he was 43. Messi started playing football in 2004 or 5, and he won the World Cup in 2022, almost 20 years later. And that's just for the batsmen. For the fielders, it's even worse. They have to stand there in the heat and work together, which is also something you have to learn in life. And eventually, they get someone out. But even if you get out, you still have a second chance. In Test cricket, you have a second innings. And in life, you will get second chances. I mean, again, Robert Downey Jr., he got Iron Man as a second chance. Neymar, he's having another chance this World Cup. I mean, for me, Harsha Bogle said it perfectly.
Don't worry about outcomes in life. We're not playing a T20 match in life, Our life is a test match. The great thing about test match cricket is it always gives you a second chance. Always. There's a second innings for a reason in test match cricket because in life you always get a second innings. That's why there is a second innings in test cricket. When the going gets tough, you don't get out, but you hang in. You become a pujara. I may not be able to score just now, but I won't let you get me out. When the tide turns, I'm still here, you're not.
And Test cricket can also show you the cruelty of life. I mean, in other sports, there is almost a winner and a loser. But in Test cricket, you could play for 5 days and still draw. That's like the equivalent of working on something for so long and it just doesn't work out. And because it goes for 5 days, it's kind of simulating life. I mean, day one could have been horrible, but you have to wake up the next day and go again. Day two might be amazing, but that doesn't mean that day three will be amazing. But you have to get up and try again and again. Now, in cricket, there is this discussion every now and again about Test cricket and about how it's losing fans because of T20 cricket. Now, T20 cricket is the shorter version of Test matches. They only go for 3 hours. And this change also reflects society. I mean, in the last 2 decades, we have become extremely impatient. And we just want a quick dopamine rush. We want everything quick and quick. That's why T20 cricket has gained fans. And people debate if Test cricket will survive. And I think it will. Now, I may not watch every single Test match or barely any cricket in general, but Test match cricket will always survive because it is what life is like. Because you don't get everything quickly. It will take time and you have to stay in the game. You have to keep grinding. And eventually something happens. That's what a test match is. It will test you. And life will also test you. So yeah, that's been it from me. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.